was really a good performance based on the fact that the adversity that we came in with, that Glenn was able to practice just a little bit the last 2 days. Nick wasn't able to practice at all. We thought maybe he could do something, but didn't feel it today, so chose to sit him out. And now we got to play a team that is going to play 100% zone, and with Nick Stauskas not in the lineup. So the next man up mentality certainly worked out because Zach, Derek, Spike, Karras really played well on the perimeter, Glenn as well, and it was a really good win. I'm shocked a little bit by the size of the score based on how they've been playing coming in. So it was a good sign that we bounced back from a tough loss the other night.
Right in the middle with Joe, Coach.
Coach, can you just talk about how big this game is for Zach coming off a tough game?
Yeah, I mean he made a big shot to end that game down in the Puerto Rico tournament, and then for him to come off the bench, to have that coming off the bench as a reserve for Nick or for Karras or Glenn or whatever is huge for us. So it really, when he came into the game, the floor expanded. When we were playing with the two big guys, we did okay, but we could expand like we could against that zone, and he was great.
Right with Brendan.
Were you thinking coming into this game that he wouldn't be shy to pull the trigger? Or
no, we talked about his shots, and it's, I think I might have mentioned to you guys, he's got this ability to get his own shot at times. He's got a great lift. It's a pretty shot. And it was sort of Tim's strength as well, but you can overuse that. Just be a little bit more selective. Make sure you're in rhythm. And actually, he should have taken one more today at the top of the key that he turned down. But no, I mean, he's been shooting the ball well in practice. Just there may be one or two shots that he would like to have back from his performance in that last game. But he's just got to keep it. He does that well, and he's one of those rare shooters. Like Nick has got two great qualities among many, that he can shoot and drive. Zach can shoot and defend. And really, those are his two top things. So that our defense picked up a lot. To just give them 22 points in the second half was great.
Right in the front with Mark.
John, does that? I don't know if this works in football. You put Irvin's now on tape, and now people have seen him. Now, is that an advantage for you guys? And now they know there's another weapon, and they haven't seen him to this point as much. Or?
Yeah, I think that as everything that as the video year goes on, everybody understands more about everybody. But I think pretty much that he can stretch the floor allows us to stretch the floor, and his numbers wouldn't say that going in. But I always say to the guys, when I see a guy who's had as many attempts as he's had, he must be a shooter. The coach isn't stupid. He wouldn't let him shoot that many times if he couldn't shoot. And I hope I'm not stupid. I see it in practice. I want him to shoot the ball when he's open.
Back to the middle with Joe.
You guys saw a few different defensive looks from Coppin State. How valuable is that for you guys?
Well, we saw 3-2. We saw extended 3-2. We saw 2-3. We saw man-to-man. And I don't think Derek and Spike missed a beat on getting us into something. So, I thought we moved. We got to right angles. That's a tough prep in 2 days, even though we were trying to go on Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday we were trying to worry more about Michigan. And everything was a Thanksgiving type of prep for this, but our guys really responded well.
Right down in front with Rob.
You talked about fixing some of the things that you didn't do right in that Charlotte game. How do you assess that and that allowing dribble penetration, taking some better shots, getting a better percentage? Looked like those things were a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were a little tired in that last game, especially with the overtime game and everything. So I think that came into effect. But we were able to work at it, and once. You guys know we watch a lot of film, and we watch it with the team, and we break things down. That this is a pretty high IQ team for making changes as we need to make them.
Over with Brendan again.
Is there still swelling in Nick's ankle?
I don't know enough. I just know he couldn't push off of it today. So if he couldn't push off of it, it was probably best to just let the next man step up.
Obviously 4 days removed, but is there any status for what you think?
I don't know until he's practicing 100%. He won't go in there. He's got to be pretty close to 100% to be able to go in there. So it'll be a big focus for us to get him ready. He'll be rehabbing like crazy for the next 3 days.
Right down in front with Daniel.
As Mitch gets his legs back under him, are we going to see more of those two big lineups that you talked about in the offseason?
Well, it depends who we're playing. I mean, that's what that all depends on. But, Mitch now has had, and I don't want to beat this excuse up, he's had 4 full practices. So we were able to practice 2 times before we went down to Puerto Rico. He sort of went into Ohio State with very little prep, right? And then he had 2 more this week. And he's so far from where he's going to be. So we just got to keep working through it. We'll have to play two bigs at some time, I'm sure we will.